Well, good morning, and we're so glad that you have invited us onto your phone, your car speakers, your smart speaker, wherever you're listening. Starting the day in a positive way is a good thing, and we are here with you. Hello, I am Len, and this is the Start Your Day Positive podcast.
And I am Sara. Great show for you today. José Ramírez is staying in Cleveland, but he's getting more than just a paycheck.
Hey, Super Bowl ads are heating up very early this year. One ad is getting a lot of attention, and it might just bring a tear to your eye.
Well, Neflix had a climbing spectacle, but how many people were actually watching?
Yeah, that's interesting. And on this day, maybe the greatest daytime promotion of all time took place with an audience. It was pretty wild, and we'll bring it back to your attention, maybe play a clip.
Okay, so I have a little motivation to start us off today before we get into everything.
Okay.
I tried something new again. I was a little nervous about this, but I'm so glad I did. And it has to do with food. So listen up if you like new recipes. I have been getting in my algorithm and Instagram all kinds of different recipes, and they're very unique. And I'm really into trying to get enough protein, fiber, all that good stuff. So I saw this Instagram reel of this chef, cook, whoever, making a calzone out of chicken. Now, let me just be clear here. Not chicken in the calzone. There's no dough. There's no dough.
There's no dough? Chicken is the dough?
Yes. So, oh my gosh. I'm like, wait a minute. I saw him grind up a piece of chicken in a food chopper, and it caught my eye. I was like, I have never used my food chopper in all of the years that I've had it to grind up a piece of chicken. So what's going on here? So he grinds it up, and he has an egg in it, some Parmesan cheese, grinds it up, and then smooths it out on a piece of parchment paper.
Right.
And then you fill it up with what you want in it. I put some pepperoni and cheese. You could fill it with whatever. And then use the parchment paper to kind of fold it over and then pull it back. You put that bad boy in the air fryer. I think it was like 400 for 15 minutes, something like that, 12 minutes. And let me tell you, it was so good. I made them for dinner last night, and they were delicious.
I mean,
I
can
have
just
the recipe
that,
on my blog. If anyone wants it, it's conversationswithsara.com, and it's on my blog. But I was so nervous. So the girls were like, "What's for dinner tonight?" And
you said chicken calzones,
I
right?
said chicken calzones, but I'm like, girls, you might want to have some of they have this other chicken they get just to pull out a freezer in a pinch.
Yeah.
I go, you might want to have your chickens ready because this is an experimental recipe. I'm not sure if it's going to be any good. This could be a total bomb out. And my daughter, she's so sweet. She's like, well, let me see the video. And I showed her the video. She's like, that looks like it's going to be good. I go, I know, but let's see if I can pull it off. Because sometimes you watch these videos and then you make the recipe and you're like, mine doesn't look anything like
Well, they get a lot of tries to get it right? And when you're making a video, it doesn't have to be right the first time.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so that's why.
So my daughter Michaela's like, just do it, Mom. Just do it. And I was like, okay, well, we're going to go all in on this. This is what we're having, and some salad. And everyone loved it. It was so good. But who knew? Because I don't know how much grocery shopping you do, Len, but it's sometimes hard to find ground chicken, because sometimes I like to use ground chicken for my chili. And
we've never done anything with that. So yeah.
Yeah, you can't always find it at the grocery store. So number one, knowing that I can use my food chopper to grind up a piece of chicken, it was just like, oh my goodness. That's probably old news for a lot of people, but for me,
I don't know about that. And I like it because I can picture, without having it, that's got to be crispy. Like that shell that you made out of chicken has to be a little bit crispy, which would taste really good.
Their little pro tip is, if you want it even a little crispier, sprinkle some Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese on the outside.
That sounds good.
You can use egg with a brush and kind of just brush some egg over it as well.
Sounds
and
good.
It gets real crunchy and nice.
So how many grams of protein? That's the question.
Let me see if I wrote down.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how...
I mean, it has to be a lot.
I wrote it down. But each one was about like a regular breast size of chicken.
A chicken breast. That's really good.
So a chicken breast, however that is.
I think maybe people should just head over to your website, to your blog. A lot of people don't know you have that.
Yeah. So you can get there either way, sarahcarnes.com or conversationswithsarah.com. And I put a bunch of recipes up every week and all kinds of various little things, thoughts, show recommendations, all kinds of stuff.
Sounds really good.
Oh, so there you go. There is a recipe for you to try this week. All right, so let's get today started with the positive thought. How about this? Always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later.
And let's start off our day with 3 things your friends and family might be talking about today.
Well, it's still more than a week until the Super Bowl, but advertisers are already fighting for attention, and Budweiser is winning hearts early. They've released a full 60-second Super Bowl commercial celebrating 150 years of the brand with an emotional story featuring a Clydesdale colt and a baby bald eagle growing up together as best friends. It's set to Leonard Skinner's Free Bird. The spot hits a strong patriotic chord and builds to a surprise ending that you don't want to wait until the game to see. The commercial is streaming now on YouTube.
It's good. It's really good. I love the ending.
I keep hearing about it. I need to go watch it.
Yeah, I love the ending. It's really good. Hey, José Ramírez is staying in Cleveland. This is good news, signing another long-term extension with the Guardians that keeps the star third baseman with the team through 2032. That means he'll be 40 years old at the time. This new agreement pays Ramírez about $25 million a year. That sounds like a lot of money, but it's well below the $60 to $70 million other top stars make annually. Jose just says, I want to stay in Cleveland. I like Cleveland. Beyond the money, though, the deal includes some meaningful things to Jose. A symbolic reward for him will be a statue in center field someday, a retired number, a baseball field that he can use for youth training, and even a street named after him in Cleveland.
I love that. What a great example.
Yes.
So cool. So Netflix Skyscraper Live, featuring Alex Honnold's free solo climb of Taipei 101. It drew about 6.2 million views. Now, that was strong enough to land it as the number 3 show on Netflix English language TV top 10 for the week. Still, it's very different scale compared to the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, which pulled in 60 million viewers.
Oh, wow.
Now, Skyscraper Live was a solid Netflix win, but not a pop culture stopping moment that Netflix had hoped for.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you and I discussed this. I don't know if that many people knew about it for whatever reason.
I don't think there was enough pre-promotion for it.
Right.
And here's the thing. Everyone was home. It was the weekend of the blizzard.
All over the country. Yeah.
All over the country. So either people just didn't strike them as something they'd want to watch, because any other time we're all in our house and something on TV, you'd think something like that would go viral.
Yeah, Judy was really interesting on this. I would update her, but she didn't want to watch it. She was just too nervous. So she was watching something else, and then I would give her an update, like, he's on the 50th floor.
Yeah, so maybe there were more people like that who was just like, too much for me.
Yeah.
But I thought that was interesting. The blizzard across half the country, everyone's sitting in their house waiting for something to watch. And
I did see something interesting, and that is this. It was a guy talking about this special and some of the things Netflix is doing with the live voting, with Star Search and so forth. And he said he believes that they're trying to go back to the good old days of television, where everyone at one time was watching the same thing live. We went through this period where you had so many choices that there's a chance something you were watching nobody else in your circle was watching, and you couldn't talk about it, right?
Right.
So,
no, that is kind of how it is.
Yeah, so that's the way it is right now, but it looks like more television shows are going to do things to try to hook a lot of people to watch live, which will be viral. Well, Dancing with the Stars was an example of that, right? Mm-hmm. Right, so It was really big. People were watching it. American Idol, same thing with the instant voting on the social media. And that's just the whole idea is It's not enough to have an entertaining show. You want a show that everyone will watch live at once, because if they don't, they'll miss out.
I think it is moving towards that. I did watch Star Search live on Netflix.
Yes.
The other night, and you vote with your remote.
Okay.
It's very interesting. So a star system comes up on the screen afterwards and says, vote for this person now. And you mark how many stars you want to give them. And you have 10, 15 seconds to vote.
Oh, my.
You put your vote in, and then the other person sings or dances. There's two people. And once both of them go, they tell you what the judges' scores were and what the worldwide vote was.
And so you find out right then if the person's leaving the show?
After both performers
wow.
form. Two people are up against each other. But it is interesting. Yeah. Now, the show itself is, to me, just like America's Got Talent.
Yes.
I feel like it needed to be a little bit different. I mean, that is different, but there's a lot of shows out there like that.
Well, that's
now.
what I was wondering about, if it held your attention in the different categories, because you have male singers in groups and female singers, and you have magicians, and et cetera, et cetera.
To me, it was just like America's Got Talent.
Okay.
But TV in general is changing so much. I saw something the other day where they were talking about how commercials are going to be changing in the future on television, and there's going to be way more shoppable ads as commercials. So not just, now we have the QR codes on the screen, right?
Yes.
So you can pause it and scan the QR code, but it's going to be even potentially much more sophisticated than that, where, it might just be your remote, and if you see a commercial and you like it, you hit your remote while the commercial's on.
I think that's
you can
amazing.
automatically order it.
Yeah. No, I think that's amazing. It makes sense. Few companies can afford quote-unquote branding. Maybe some of the big players in the Super Bowl can do branding, but most businesses, they need you to act now before it leaves your mind. I think that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Keep it positive, positive, positive with Len and Sarah.
Hey, if concern over health care for you and your family has you losing sleep, you're not alone. It's a big issue, and it's expensive. We're so pleased here in 2026 to tell you about a new partner of our podcast. It's Liberty Health Share. If you need coverage, it's not provided through your work, and costs make it almost impossible for you. Health sharing through the ministry Liberty Health Share, it could be the answer to your prayers.
Well, here's how it works. When you have a medical need, you present your Liberty Health Share card. Your provider either bills Liberty directly, or if payment is required up front, you'll be reimbursed. Simple, transparent, and centered around community.
Dorsey Morrow is the CEO of Liberty Health Share. He's a really good guy, and he has a heart for people. We talked to him and asked him who is Liberty Health Share for, and basically he said, if you're in need, there's a program for everyone.
We've got programs available for college students. We've got programs available for young adults without kids that are under the age 35. We've got programs available for families that range from you just want something as a catastrophic just in case the worst happens, but you don't want to be paying a lot each month, to the Cadillac version of something that's going to cover just about every sniffle and sneeze that you can come up with.
Fantastic. I would recommend you go to the website because it's very thorough. It has lots of information there, and then you can make a call, and a friendly person from Liberty will explain the whole Health Share program to you. If you want more information, just go to the website. It's libertyhealthshare.org. That's libertyhealthshare.org.
Time goes so fast. It happened today. Let's remember.
Well, it's January 29th, and we're taking you back in time.
Okay, the first machine for rolling ice cream cones was patented by Carl Rutherford Taylor. And where's Carl from? Our hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. He visited the World's Fair in St. Louis, and he just fell in love with ice cream cones, and they were all hand-rolled at the time. So he went back home and said, I've got to make a machine so we can roll these things faster.
I love it. See, that's the thing. You see a problem and you figure out how to fix it.
Yes.
I just am not good at figuring all that out. Hey, this was probably the coolest audience promotion in daytime talk show history.
Are you ready? JR is back in our audio booth. I want, JR, this calls for a drum roll. Cue the drum roll. All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3. You get a car! 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 Everybody gets a car!
You remember that?
I love that.
Well, Oprah turned 72 today. She gave away 276 Pontiac G6s. They were $28,500 each.
That was so fun. Best promotion ever. You get a car, you get a car. And I looked it up because I was very curious about this once I knew it happened on this date in history. Oprah and her promotion and production crew, they didn't pay for those cars. Pontiac paid for the cars. It was like $7 million. It was a huge promotion for them.
I figured it had to be something like that, right? Pontiac G6. How much longer did they stay out after that?
Man, they should have put that baby in the garage right there. It's probably worth twice as much right
because
now.
They didn't make them that much.
No, Pontiac isn't out there anymore, right?
Right.
So it'd be worth a lot. And say, oh yeah, I won this on Oprah. It'd probably be worth like $100,000 or something. Yeah.
I loved Lennon's Hair in the morning because they're funny, insightful. I have a really long drive to work, so it's nice to listen to good conversation.
You guys are funny. I just love listening to you guys. You guys are awesome.
Hey, set a goal, and age is just a number. Those are the two things I want you to keep in mind today. I want to tell you about a sprinter. His name is Michael Kish. He just ran the 100-meter dash in under 13 seconds. What is remarkable about that is he is 72 years old. Now, why is that extra impressive if you don't know how fast that is? His time of 12.89 seconds blows away people like you and me. The average 30-year-old male would run that same distance in 17 seconds.
Wow.
I mean, think about that. 17 seconds. He did it in 12.89. The average 30-year-old woman would run it in 19 or 20 seconds. It would look like you were walking compared to him. And he's 72 years old. Just a little insight. It's never too late to start. He started training for the 100 after retiring as a school teacher in his early 60s. That's when he got started.
What?
Yeah. He didn't even do it. He knew a little bit like about high school track, but he was not like this super fitness guy. He just kind of thought this would be really cool and this would be good for me. So he's, I think, 62. And he says, let's just set a goal.
That's incredible.
Isn't that great? Yeah. Here's a clip of how he felt when he started training, and it was painful, and how far he has come.
And all of a sudden, all my legs, everything started to tighten up, and I thought I was going to have to stop. And I started to lose control of my hips, and I finished. So that was basically my reinitiation back into track. I had no clue what I was doing at all.
All right, and if you're interested, I'll give his name one more time. It's Michael Kish, and you can read a really good article about him on the website. It's a web magazine, and it's called geezerjocknews.com.
That's so funny. You sent me an email yesterday, and you sent me a link, and I was like, what is this link? You must have sent it. You meant to send me something else, and it was Geezer Jock News was the link. I was like, what is this?
Yes.
And I didn't click on it because I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, really.
But now I know. That was good.
Hey, isn't that great, though? If you can call yourself a geezer and blow people away who are 30 years old in a race, that's pretty cool.
I don't mind being a geezer then.
You know what? There's been a lot of lessons to learn with this crazy weather that we've gone through.
Yeah.
One of the lessons to learn is when you're snowed in, you want spaces in your house that are just super comfortable. Hibernation spaces.
Yes.
Right? It's like...
Can you say that again?
Yeah.
Like having a big, comfy couch.
Right.
Ugh.
Right.
So important.
It is. It's like, okay, Papa ain't going out tonight. So, I'm going to kick back in this recliner or whatever the case might be. I'm going to recommend, if it's time to change the furniture in your home, a great local sponsor. I tell everybody about Northeast Factory Direct because I have so much confidence that you'll feel good about what you do with them.
They have several locations here around Northeast Ohio, too. So whether you live in Canton, whether you live in Willoughby, or wherever, Medina, there's always a good location for you to come and check out Northeast Factory Direct. I've been shopping there over 10 years now, and I've just, my whole house is filled with different stuff from Northeast Factory Directs because I've always enjoyed saving money, and I'm a research shopper, I guess you could say. So I want the best deal, but I also want the quality to be good too. You know, I don't want something to, buy it and then it break just because it was cheap. So you're getting quality stuff here as well. So you can check out one of their many locations. It's northeastfactorydirect.com.
Live in the moment, pray in the moment, hope in the moment, know he is here in the moment, baby.
Well, I want to take a minute to talk to anyone, or all of you really, if yesterday wasn't great. Can we talk about that for a minute? Because we all have bad days. Not every day ends with a win or a lesson or a little bow on it. Some days they're just heavy, right? Maybe nothing major happened, or maybe one thing piled on to another, and by the end of the day, you were just done. So here's the good news as you start today. You don't have to carry yesterday with you, right? We got a fresh morning here. You don't need to turn it into something that you have to explain or fix. Sometimes the win of starting to the day is to simply get through it, right? You got through yesterday. That counts. And let's separate something important right now. You had a hard day. That does not say anything about who you are, too. I think sometimes when we have a bad day, it tends to label things with us.
Yes.
Right? It also doesn't define your future. It doesn't define today. And it doesn't get a vote in what today becomes. So, fresh start this morning. Instead of looking back and picking it apart, how about reframing the day? So, one thing I can do today that feels steady. Maybe it's a calmer morning. Maybe it's listening to the podcast right now. Hopefully it's chilling you out a little bit and helping you start the day right. Maybe it's permission to give yourself a slow start if yesterday drained you. Rest isn't quitting. Sometimes that's just how you need to reset. So as you step in today, the whole point I guess I'm trying to make is you don't have to bring the whole weight of yesterday with you. Let it stay where it belongs. Today is a clean slate, and you decide how gently you want to write on it, right? So if you need to go slow today, if you need to take things as chill as they need to be, that's okay too.
That was great. I'm so glad you shared that. I think everyone can connect with that. And the more often you're able to bring that idea and mindset to the surface, especially after a tough day, boy, it's so much better. That was great.
I always think of the movie Inside Out. If you haven't seen the movies Inside Out, they're really good.
Yes.
But sometimes I think we get hung up on, we should be happy all the time or everything should always be good. Well, we have a lot of different emotions, right? And I think of the Inside Out movie, and we have anger, and we have this, and we have that. And it doesn't mean that if we experience all of these different emotions that it's a bad thing. It's kind of, how we handle them. And, if you have a bad day, hopefully you don't stay there and let it, come over you. But those feelings, everybody has a bad day, and those feelings are natural. So
yeah, that was such a good movie. It's one of their top movies of all time. If you've never seen it, I think based on what you just said there a second ago, I think people will love it. They'll connect with it. So who knows? Maybe stream that Inside Out. It's not just for kids. It really isn't.
No. And I love the second one too. Well, thank you so much for listening today. We would love for you to enjoy a free copy of a book that we think you will love by best-selling author John Gordon. If you haven't noticed, we have a free book giveaway to anyone who wants one pretty much every month or so. And this one's called The Garden. It's ways to overcome fear, anxiety, stress. And you can get your free copy on our website, startyourdaypositive.com. You just scroll down to the bottom and you'll see a little form to fill out. And we'll get it to you.
All right, let's wrap up our Thursday podcast with the prayer. Let's have a little fun with this today and just pray that God will bring some unexpected but good stuff to us. Sometimes I like to just say that, Lord, I'm open to you, and then see what happens during the day. And so if you're willing to have that in your mind as you pray along, who knows what you'll have the opportunity to do. Heavenly Father, just saying a prayer to you, knowing that you do guide and lead our steps. Sometimes we see it, sometimes it's all going on behind the scenes. But I think it would just be great to acknowledge the fact that you're able to do some of your greatest things when we don't get in the way initially. And so with that in mind, just pray maybe you'll open doors and opportunities for us to be a blessing to others and someone you're pleased with as we serve you. In Jesus' name, amen.